Monday Night Raw has won Survivor Series. Hello everyone and welcome to Monday Night Raw, the brand that won Survivor Series. We are removed from the fallout of Survivor Series, 24 hours removed from a fantastic show here in Tampa, Florida. And you knew that if anyone was going to take the celebrations and take to the field for the first time following Raw's victory at Survivor Series, it was going to be none other than the World Heavyweight Champion, than the man who sealed it for Raw, albeit under the most controversial circumstances I think we've ever seen in Survivor Series history. Roman Reigns in the building, and there is plenty to talk about with him, as we saw in that little recap there. The drama between Styles and Reigns encapsulated. Styles walked out on Team Raw and earlier today tweeted, "I warned you, Roman, and you still didn't listen. What happened wasn't my fault, but what will happen will be." AJ Styles and Roman Reigns, the tension between them still carrying on after Survivor Series. And little surprise there, Styles warned Reigns. If he saw something he didn't like, he was getting out of there. And he saw it when Reigns tagged himself in to eliminate Adam Cole. Reigns with a record 3 eliminations in that Survivor Series match. Adam Cole, Dash Wilder, and Johnny Gargano all pinned by the World Heavyweight Champion. Gargano, of course, hugely controversial circumstances he was pinned under, as you saw in the recap, and as I'm sure we're going to be seeing later on this week on ECW. But right now, the World Champion is in the house. You know he's here to rub in the win, and the cheers seem to have subsided, if there were any, for the home state hero. The World Champion is here right now. The captain of Team Raw is here. Let's see what he has to say. Are we really all that surprised? Reigns trying to take the credit for everything that happened last night at Survivor Series. Oh, the crowd did not like that dig at AJ Styles one bit. And once again, there's that line. The SmackDown reject. How about that from Reigns? Giving what he wants, but on his own circumstances. AJ Styles, if he wants that match, he can have it. But the world title is not on the line. Roman Reigns asserting his authority as we get underway here with Monday Night Raw. And what a way it's going to be to close the evening as well. The Ace is back. Hiroshi Tanahashi returns tonight against Cesaro in our main event of the evening. What an episode of Raw it's going to be. And we're kicking things off with singles opportunities for one half of CCK. The runners-up in last year's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, Travis Banks, heading towards the ring here this evening to kick things off on Monday Night Raw. Chris Brooks out with an injury. Banks stepping in and taking in some singles opportunity. Brooks, injured himself on a recent house show tour. And so Travis Banks will take to the field here on his own in this episode of Monday Night Raw. But how about what we just heard from Roman Reigns there? Plenty to talk about, plenty to think about, and plenty for AJ Styles to take in as well. I don't know if Roman Reigns would have seen the tweet from AJ Styles or not after Survivor Series, or earlier today rather, but certainly AJ Styles would have been listening to every word that Roman Reigns said. Travis Banks is in for some tough competition here tonight, however. His opponent, the two-time King of the Ring. And just like Travis Banks, he's got a new theme as well. It's Kenny Omega. Omega making his way out. The pyrotechnics fly. For the King of Wrestling. Two-time King of the Ring winner. Former Intercontinental Champion. Former ECW Television Champion. And now he is looking for a trio of titles. Kenny Omega wants the United States Championship. Has wanted that singles match with Pete Dunne for a number of months now, and is still yet to get a definitive closure. The last time, of course, they had a singles match, it was invaded by Andrade Cien Almas and Shinsuke Nakamura that led to that fantastic fatal four-way contest at No Mercy. But Omega and Dunne still yet to have a definitive one-on-one match for that US title. And Kenny Omega, you know, he kind of backed away heading into Survivor Series for Dunne's sake and for Team Raw's sake. But now that that's out of the way, Kenny Omega can focus solely on the opportunity in front of him, and that, of course, is trying to get his hands back on Pete Dunne, and trying to get his hands for the very first time in the United States Championship. Warm welcome to you all, wherever you're tuning in for this edition of Monday Night Raw. As Roman Reigns put it, perhaps the new A show around here. 3-1, well, 3-2 technically. It's a Raw 1 Survivor Series. Of course, we all weren't really thinking about the scores when it came to that fantastic main event between Kazuchika Okada and Seth Rollins. And Omega right now isn't thinking about that either. He's focused on getting a win here over Travis Banks and regaining some momentum. First time we've seen Omega in a number of weeks. And he's looking to hit the ground running here against Banks. Second rope, moonsault incoming. Banks gets a knees up in time. What an opportunity this is for Travis Banks to take on a man who won at the year-end awards last year, the match of the year with Seth Rollins at SummerSlam 2018. The voting is officially closed for those year-end awards, some very tight categories. We're hoping to get those revealed to you as soon as possible. Look out here, Omega in from behind, back suplex. Oh, Banks lands on his feet, look out here. Backbreaker from Travis Banks now, as the Kiwi is looking to get a big opportunity for himself here tonight. Imagine what it would be, imagine what it would do for Travis Banks to defeat Kenny Omega here on Raw, as Omega is looking to assert himself towards the United States Championship opportunity. We know roughly who is next in line to challenge for the United States Championship. That is going to be The Miz at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. 6 weeks to go until that one. Miz winning that triple threat match at Survivor Series last night and immediately declaring that he wants to face Pete Dunne for the United States Championship. Rolling fireman's carry sent on there from Kenny Omega, calling Travis Banks to his feet the same way Banks did to him. Omega stands on the second rope, looks for the double axe handle, but Banks gets in that punch in the gut at the last moment there. Certainly seems as if Kenny Omega can't afford to sleep on Travis Banks here, who's putting in a fine performance right now so far and really testing the master of the V-trigger. Omega sends him into the corner once again. Let's see what will happen here. Shoulder charges into the gut. Travis Banks with no escape there from those. And it looks like, again, Omega raking the boot across the face, getting himself fired up for another running big boot. Nowhere to go. Top rope goes Omega now. Even higher, bigger risk. And no one home on that frog splash there. Banks gets out of the way. Uppercut from him as well. Nice thud from one half of the runners-up in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Second rope now goes Banks again. Oh, Omega moved out of the way. Look out on the shoulders. This could be... Doesn't look like he's setting up for it. No, electric chair face buster instead. But for a second, it could have been the one-winged angel. On the apron. Forearm in the face from Omega. Oh! Jumped the ropes and DDT'd him into the apron. He might be out on his feet here. And Omega knows it. Air raid crash. Cover on Banks. Has that ended it for Banks? He kicks out at 2. Banks really doing all that he can here tonight to impress. To catch some eyes, to catch some attention. But Kenny Omega only sees things ending one way, with one winged angel. Back on Raw, back with a win, back with, hopefully in his case, attention from Pete Dunne. Kenny Omega, your winner. As the in-ring action gets underway for Monday Night Raw. Banks put up a very good fighting performance, I can't deny it, but it wasn't enough to topple the two-time King of the Ring winner. Omega, your winner here this evening. Wait a minute, those celebrations cut short. Microphone in his hand. What is gonna happen here? Kenny Omega challenges Pete Dunne for the United States title. He ain't gonna let The Miz wait for Hell in a Cell. He wants to go for that title. He wants the Bruiserweight. That's like a standing cloverleaf on Paige. Surely she's gonna tap. Blanchard telling Ripley to follow the script and Ripley letting go. Blanchard wants to be the one to do it. And Trifecta has done it. Ripley may well be exuberant in the ring, but she just had that elimination practically swept from underneath her. Blanchard with 2 eliminations, Gabbett with 1, Ripley with nothing. But what she said earlier this week illustrated to be true. Trifecta is forever. Certainly seemed like a lot of tension in the victory for Trifecta. Well, to explain that now is Raw Women's Champion Tessa Blanchard. Blanchard seeming to set the record straight once and for all. Do what is right was the plan. The same words that Blanchard uttered to Ripley the night she became Raw Women's Champion. And once more, that quote referred to, that slogan, that living standpoint maybe that they have. Trifecta is forever. So here we go. Moving on here this evening to the next contest on Monday Night Raw. We talk of the Women's Champion, and we talk of the most dominant faction in the women's wrestling history. And now we move on to women's action. The Pirate Princess Kairi Sane will take on Ember Moon here this evening. As we, of course, now turn our attention away from brand warfare and into the inter-brand battles and seeing who will be next in line for Tessa Blanchard's Raw Women's Championship at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Kairi Sane knows a thing or two or three or plenty about what it's like to get in that ring with Tessa Blanchard. Time and time again they have met in the ring. Time and time again they have gone to war. I think it was all on NXT they went to war. Eventually Blanchard just got better and too good for Kairi Sane. Sane, of course, does share something in common with Tessa Blanchard on Monday Night Raw, though. She has beaten Ronda Rousey in singles action. And not only that, pretty sure, if memory serves me correct, she tapped out the baddest woman on the planet. But just like this woman, she has fallen to Tessa Blanchard as well. Ember Moon challenged for the title at No Mercy. Competitive match. Ember Moon certainly gave it her all. But in the end, Tessa Blanchard, as she has been for all of last year, just too much for the rest of the women's division to handle. Ronda Rousey, Rosemary, Ember Moon, those are the names who have fallen so far in a championship matchup to Tessa Blanchard. And of course, as a result of last night, you can also add Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and Paige to that list. Ember Moon making her way out here nonetheless, though. She knows the opportunity in front of her. It's definitely going to be a competitive matchup between these two women. Plenty to prove, plenty of fire within them, plenty that they need to express as they look to be the next in line for the Raw Women's Championship opportunity. Can Ember Moon get a second chance at Tessa Blanchard? Maybe this match will help towards that being the case. Nice new attires for both women as well. I like the color schemes. First time we've seen them in a few weeks as well, as a result of course, the Trifecta versus Absolution ongoings across Raw and SmackDown. So here we go between them. Colorado tie-up. It's Ember Moon who had the arm, and now it's Kairi Sane who has her in a side headlock here. Sane looking to assert her authority early on. Tucked under headlock there. Side headlock now on the mat by Kairi Sane and Ember Moon. And we get her in a leg lock here, looking to assert dominance the best she can. Counter made by Sane as she goes back into the side headlock position there. It's a counter made by Ember Moon. Standing side headlock. Good back and forth from these two women so far. Sane though able to push Moon away. Off the ropes goes Ember Moon. Duck under by Sane. Drop kick from the Pirate Princess. And Ember Moon comes off her feet there. Nicely done from Kairi Sane in the early goings of this contest. I believe it has been over a year now since Blanchard and Sane last faced one another for a title at the very least. And that ended with a Tessa Blanchard win back on NXT. Kairi Sane going here. Kicking. Chopping away on Ember Moon here. You can certainly see some fire within Sane. Counter made though by Ember Moon in the corner. Tornado DDT with authority as well from Ember Moon. Bringing Sane up to her feet. Death Valley driver. Got all of it. Cover made here. Looked like Kairi Sane tried to roll out of the ring. Ember Moon wasn't letting that happen. Certainly with Sane trying to roll out the ring, you could tell it was too early to try and end the match. Sane already up to her feet at the count of one. Went for the running axe bomber there. Countered. Super kick from Ember Moon. Uh-oh, look out here. Look at the power from Ember Moon. Drove her right into the mat, but the counter made by Kairi Sane right away. Oh! A fantastic counter to a running shoulder tackle. DDT'd her into the mat. Suplex driver follows up. Kairi Sane looking dazed and confused. Ember Moon completely in control. Ember Moon had to drag her a long way away. They may be too far. Will that make the difference? Yes, because Sane kicks out at one. Could have been a two, maybe even a three count if that wasn't the case. Nice forearm in the face there from Kairi Sane. Sends her into the turnbuckle, and this time she gets all of that running shoulder charge, taking Moon off her feet. Double axe handle across the side of the head as well will take her down onto the mat. Kairi Sane needs to come back here. German suplex. Oh! The athleticism from Ember Moon being illustrated there. Stuck the landing. Northern Lights. Covers made. Oh, kick out at 2. Smacked by Ember Moon there. Saito suplex onto Kairi Sane. Former NXT Women's Champion in trouble here as Ember Moon is as fired up as ever to get the win here tonight. In the corner we go. Double knees in the gut. Either Kairi Sane underestimated Ember Moon, or Ember Moon has found something to her arsenal. German suplex though. Great bridge from Sane. And now it's only good for 1. Ember Moon simply has been in control for too long in this match for Kairi Sane to hope to get a 2 count off of that. Nice suplex. Michinoku driver there. And Kairi Sane looking to turn things around for her own case now. It might be time for Ember Moon to walk the plank as the sliding elbow comes into play there and will set Ember Moon up perfectly for the end. Oh no, didn't look for the insane elbow. Went for the double foot stomp. Moon moved out of the way. And still got all of that backstabber onto Kairi Sane. Look out here. Here she goes again, driving into the mat. That is intelligence from Kairi Sane, rolling out of trouble, but only for a few seconds because there's Ember Moon again. Double axe handle down onto Kairi Sane. Back in the ring we go now. And to the top rope goes Ember Moon. Is she thinking about the Eclipse here? Calling her to her feet. She might be looking for it. Up high. Not an Eclipse. Instead a Hurricanrana, but that could give her a thought process in her head that the next time she looks to call Kairi Sane up to her feet, she could get all of that Eclipse. Sane trying to roll out of harm's way again. Is she just delaying the inevitable? Is she delaying an Ember Moon victory? Look out. Dumped on top of that barricade. Big boot in the side of the head. Sane might very well be out of it now. And Ember Moon's going to look to make sure that that is the case. Top rope she goes. The Eclipse is on its way. But it misses Kairi Sane. Sidestepped her and pushed her into the mat. No one home on that one for Ember Moon. And one move could change the very face of a matchup. Kairi Sane knows it. Incoming sliding elbow into the chest of Ember Moon. But Sane won't look for the insane elbow. She's going to look for the tap out win. She is going to lock in the anchor. The anchor is stitched in on Ember Moon. Nowhere to go. Moon must tap out. One missed Eclipse sealed it. And Kairi Sane has won here tonight on Monday Night Raw. A fight from behind though for Kairi Sane, it has to be said. Seemed like she was done for at one point. But never count out the Pirate Princess. Sane, your winner this evening on Raw. Ember Moon fought hard, but Sane just had that extra step within her to secure the victory. Sane, your winner this evening. Congratulations to it. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Okay, I've just heard, folks, we're going to be hearing right now from the Stinger. Well, what a chance that is. for the women's division. Kairi Sane automatically qualifying for a battle royal in 3 weeks' time, I believe this thing is set. Fair enough. I like the idea. Definitely in need of more challenges is Tessa Blanchard. And the Raw Women's Division is wide open for people who will want to fight that champion. Nevertheless, we move on to our next contest here this evening. It is tag team action as the Street Profits are going to go up against War Machine. Going to be a big matchup for both sides. As just with the Raw Women's Division, as we see in the tag team division, Supremacy have a target on their back and have for a number of weeks from War Machine. If they keep on discounting the threat of Hansen and Rowe, maybe the Street Profits could do the same here this evening, or maybe the Street Profits could pull out something from underneath and get a big win. I believe they're still looking for their first victory on Monday Night Raw. Unfortunate for a tag team of this quality who found their edge within them so well on NXT, and so well they developed from being a team that you expected to lose on most occasions to being close to title challenges, but they have not been able to hit the ground running on Monday Night Raw here. Tough tag team division it seems for them to break into, and their opponents are arguably at the very top of it. And they'll be on their way out in just a moment's time to, I imagine, quite the reaction from the crowd here this evening. Certainly seems that way. Prepare for war on Monday Night Raw. Hansen and Rowe. War Machine in the building. They look as ready as ever to get the win here tonight. As strong of a bond as ever, and as ready as ever to become the World Tag Team Champions on Monday Night Raw. They had their brief little differences a few months back, but that is all water under the bridge now for these two men. It is all about the World Tag Team titles. It is all about being victorious over the Street Profits. And let's see if they can make that happen here tonight and get themselves certainly one step closer towards that eventual match with Supremacy. The chants of war ring out here in Tampa as we prepare for this contest. Listen to those chants. The war march is certainly on here in Tampa. And can it guide them to victory over the Street Profits? We are just about to find out here. It's going to be Montez, Ford, and Hansen to start things off here. Let's see here what will transpire. Wasn't a good night, of course, for the World Tag Team Champions. They were the team that put out the challenge towards the DCC and the Dangerous Alliance for Survivor Series, and they were the ones who ended up getting pinned at the end of it by... oh my goodness. Oh my... look at Montez Ford lining up the chest of Hansen with repeated chops, spinning discus punch. Hansen doesn't come off his feet. Ford will try again, and Hansen's still up on his feet. Look at the strength of this man. Frightening. A frightening specimen. That's for certain. Oh! That looked like a hook kick. More than a super kick. Belly-to-belly attempt counted, but the point I was trying to make before was that Supremacy, of course, put out the challenge to the DCC and the Dangerous Alliance for Survivor Series, and it backfired heavily on them. They were, not only were they beaten, they were pinned by the DCC, who captured ECW's only victory on that evening. Look at the strength now of Hansen and Rowe. Throwing up, slam down, but it's only good for one on Montez Ford. A little bit too early in this contest, it would seem. Try and put things away. Ford up to his feet here. He's got the fire within him. Oh, nice. These guys want the smoke, of course. Can they get it here tonight with the victory over War Machine and maybe put themselves in the talking point for a potential World Tag Team Championship opportunity. I would say War Machine are the number one contenders. Maybe the next closest would be the Authors of Pain. Look out here. Double Irish whip. Double hip toss onto Rowe as well, as Angelo Dawkins is now the legal man in this contest. Here we go. Backbreaker from Dawkins onto Rowe. And things looking good for the Street Profits now after that tag. Big splash, only one. Angelo Dawkins quick to fire to catch up on where he left off there, but oh! Massive forearm in the face there from Rowe, and a big back suplex as well takes him off his feet. We've had plenty already come our way on this episode of Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns and AJ Styles' beef, it looks like it's going to continue to carry over. Omega challenging, done for the United States Championship, and now, whatever the hell this tag team move is, held him in a German suplex position, clotheslined him into the mat. Has that finished Dawkins? No! You'd expect it to, though, when a team like War Machine is delivering it. But yes, already plenty of talking points on this episode of Monday Night Raw. I would say there's plenty more to come as well, as Angelo Dawkins right now in the ring is in big trouble. Still, of course, the return of Hiroshi Tanahashi to come our way in the main event of this evening. Spinning splash in the corner there from Angelo Dawkins. Hansen taken off his feet, and I would say that is the perfect chance for Dawkins to go into the corner, make the tag into Ford, and that's exactly what he's done. Big slam onto Hansen. Ford hits the ring. Drop kick. Splash. Great combination for the Street Profits. And looking to try and make things happen here. Looking to turn the momentum of the contest back around now as Montez Ford. In the ring we go. Oh, and there's that spinning splash again from Ford onto Hansen. Montez Ford, the more agile of the two men, and he's going to go up high. Went for a massive leg drop. So much talk in that one, but no one was home. Hansen moved out of the way. And Rowe is back in. And again, that incredible demonstration of strength from War Machine. Montez Ford just getting lugged around here by Rowe. In the corner he'll go again. This is why these guys are the number one contenders in my eyes. Because of what they can do within this ring. Look out here before fighting back. Slamming down. And Ford coming back here for the Street Profits. Has the arm of Rowe and throws him up and over. Nicely done there. Montez Ford trying to make everything happen for the Street Profits here. Certainly been the more impactful of two in this matchup, but that's an impactful punch. Look out here. Throws him over. Oh! What a knee! Didn't cover up at all. Got it all in the face. Ford is out. And Fallout connects from War Machine. Covers made. Are you watching Supremacy? Because the War Machine rolls on. And they do it again. Hansen and Rowe, your winners here on Monday Night Raw. The War Brigade rolls on. Will it roll on to those World Tag Team titles? I still never know what to make of the Firefly Funhouse. Bray Wyatt is one sadistic individual, and he is still demanding the attention of the dead man. The man who the Fiend put out at No Mercy. Is there even an Undertaker left for Bray Wyatt to try and get the attention of? I don't know. But what I do know is that Cassius Ohno has backup here this evening. Stuck to his word with Jeff Hardy. Said he was going to look out for him. Two veterans of the business having an eye for one another. Ohno said he had a plan for Jeff Hardy. Said he would have his back no matter what, especially if Brock Lesnar tried to show up once again. And it certainly seems as if Ohno is sticking to his word here tonight. Hardy with him in accompaniment as he gets ready to take on Johnny Kickpads over there. Cassius Ohno ready and rearing to go as he takes on an opponent who is a living embodiment, if you had to ask me, of how most people look in Brock Lesnar's eyes. Ohno, brave of him, it has to be said, to come to the aid of Jeff Hardy that one time that he did. Standing to his word and standing by Jeff Hardy, and tonight Hardy is standing by him in the ring. And so here we go. Ohno slams him down. Has the arm and the leg. Yes, Tequila Sunrise is locked in. Johnny Kickpads already in trouble. Might well tap out here. Well, Cassius Ohno letting it go. This may be a proving point to Brock Lesnar. Not really sure if that's the smartest idea. I doubt Brock Lesnar's watching, in all honesty. I doubt he cares. Running power bomb from Ohno. Maybe this is to show Jeff Hardy that there is still plenty left in his tank, and he can trust in Cassius Ohno to guide him from here on out. Death by elbow. Good to see you, Kickpads. You are out of here. Well, as simple as it gets. What more do you want to say? Cassius Ohno wins it. Jeff Hardy standing in the ring to take in the celebration with him. Is this the start of a new partnership, and an unlikely one at that, between Cassius Ohno and the charismatic Enigma? We'll find out, but right now, folks, we're off to hear from the Bruiserweight. Are we spoiled or what? Next week on Raw, what a show it's gonna be! Not only are we gonna be hearing from the Phenomenal One in his response to Roman Reigns, but as we just heard there from Pete Dunne, the challenge is accepted. Next week on Raw, Kenny Omega, Pete Dunne for the United States Championship. Raw really trying to live to its claim as the new A-Show. Right now, here in Tampa, it's time for the main event of the evening. Cesaro against Hiroshi Tanahashi. Cesaro laid it out as simple as you'd like last night on Twitter following the reveal that Tanahashi would be back on Raw. He tweeted at Sting, "Give me the ace." And as we see, he's got him. Making his way out here is Cesaro. This is going to be a fantastic match between two fantastic opponents. Cesaro stands in the ring, ready and raring to go. Little new theme for him as well. A couple of new themes breaking out here tonight. But I'd imagine there's going to be one that we are oh so familiar for, from the former World Heavyweight Champion. Crowd on their feet in Tampa, because the Ace is back. For the first time since SummerSlam, Go Ace echoes around the arena, and a response fit for an Ace as well. Welcome back, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Great to see him. A sight for sore eyes. A veteran of this industry. A legend of this industry. But back on Monday Night Raw, the former World Heavyweight Champion, the Ace of the Universe, the once-in-a-century talent, taken out of Survivor Series, placed on the injury shelf by Roman Reigns in their brutal last man standing match. But Tanahashi has returned, and maybe, just maybe, returned as well to try and stake a claim back towards that World Heavyweight Championship. But if he wants to do it here tonight, he is going to have a very tough challenger in front of him. Cesaro is not going to back down for a second in this contest. But that is a return match that Tanahashi would love. And so here we go for our main event of the evening. Cesaro, Tanahashi, the bell rings and we're underway. This is gonna be good. I take that back. This is gonna be great. So here we go, side headlock takeover from Tanahashi in the early stages here. For Tanahashi early on, it'll be all about that feeling out process, making sure he's okay, making sure he's made a full recovery from his injuries. Those knees of Tanahashi have bothered him long before he joined the WWE. Those knees have been a plague for Tanahashi during his time as the Ace in New Japan. And of course, it's not like his body's getting younger. It was his knees that were a key part of the injury. All those high-fly flows, all the damage that he took on it. But Reigns did a lot of damage to the ribs and to the back as well. Tanahashi took time off for nagging injuries that he's been sustaining over the last few months and years. That arm there, that sling kind of on his left arm that you see, it's not just a nice part of his attire, but it's to cover up a torn bicep for Tanahashi. A torn bicep that I think doctors have said cannot be repaired. It's too damaged. Tanahashi keeps on fighting for one solitary reason. He loves everything about professional wrestling. And so long as he can be the Ace, he will be. A lot has changed for Tanahashi since he's been gone, but one man still remains at the top of the mountain, and of course that is Roman Reigns. But right now, Tanahashi not focused on Reigns. He is focused on Cesaro. Look at this. Nice head scissors takedown there from Tanahashi. Quick to show his speed as well is Tanahashi. In from behind. Dragon suplex. Signature move of his trainer, Tatsumi Fujinami. It's only good for the count of one there. Too early in the contest for the Ace to try and finish things off. Tanahashi look to bring him back in, but Cesaro caught him with a belly to belly. But Tanahashi showing his strength there, getting right back up to his feet, countering the double under suplex with an arm drag there. Soak in those responses. Maybe we'll see a little bit more guitar played by the Ace here tonight as well. What's he got in mind? Yeah, on the ropes. Twist and shout from Tanahashi. Cover is made. Has he finished off Cesaro here this evening? Not quite. Already, the twist and shout comes out to play from Tanahashi. Using the ropes for leverage there. Maybe, just maybe, a sign that he still needs to rely on the parts of the ring for some assistance. Or maybe I am just reading too much into it. Take a look at that. Overhead suplex from Cesaro. Almost knocked off the Ace right then and there. Tanahashi now on the back foot, getting the welcome back that Cesaro planned on giving him. Alpha water slide. Got all of it. The big guns being broken out now by Cesaro. Just because he wanted a return match with Tanahashi, that doesn't mean he's going to go easy on the ace. Cesaro realizes what an opportunity this is to knock off Hiroshi Tanahashi in his return bout and cement himself in a huge place on Monday Night Raw. Look at the strength of him. Swiss Superman for a reason. A suplex on the outside is certainly not going to help Tanahashi's ailing back. Up against the barricade. Oh, what an uppercut. Cesaro doing here. He's got the legs. Oh, good God. Cesaro swing into the barricade. Hiroshi Tanahashi could have a new injury to his name, and that could be a concussion. Chinlock applied here by Cesaro. He knows he wouldn't have been able to finish off Tanahashi with it. Tanahashi though gets himself out of trouble there. Oh! Went for what looked like a running chop across the chest there, but Cesaro caught him with a knee in time. There's that overhead suplex again. And Cesaro is back in charge here. In the corner we go. Uppercut. Tanahashi's in trouble. Tanahashi is in big trouble right now. Cover made. Count of 2. And Cesaro, though, he is staying on Tanahashi right now because he realizes he could be close to beating the ace. Counter made there by Tanahashi, however. That was not his smartest decision to try and get the momentum of the crowd behind him. But if anyone can recover from it in the blink of an eye, it would be the ace. And look at him go now. Clotheslines galore for Cesaro to endure. Backs up into the corner. Oh, and there's the splash from Tanahashi. Took him a few minutes, but he's now ready and ready to go again. Dragon screw from Tanahashi. Cesaro covering on the outside. Tanahashi on the apron. High fly cross to the outside, but he didn't get all of it. Looked like he got about 80% of Cesaro, but a firm 20% to the floor on the outside. That 80% certainly seems to put Cesaro on the back foot. Hurricanrana from the ace. Tanahashi firing on all cylinders now. And Cesaro might well regret asking for the return bout with the ace, because Tanahashi is looking as good as ever. Cesaro though comes up with the counter. Half-hat suplex. Up and over went Tanahashi there. And how quickly Cesaro can turn the pace of the match around. Double underhook, delayed suplex. All the blood rushing to Tanahashi's head. This late in the match as well. Oh, big uppercut from Cesaro. See, this late in the matchup, these guys could definitely go for another 15 minutes. That's how incredible these two competitors are. Tanahashi counters, kicking the gut, smack in the face from the once-in-a-century talent. From behind, dragon suplex, no, denied. Gets a straight jacket though. Thought on his feet and brings Cesaro down. Almost for a count of 3. Oh, maybe some signs of wear and tear from the ace here though. Tanahashi slow to... Oh, went for a drop kick in the knee as well. Maybe just too slow going for it. Cesaro saw it incoming and was able to counter. Maybe the fitness levels of Tanahashi have dipped slightly while he's been gone. Look out, right in the chest. Pop up uppercut from Cesaro. Hooks the leg. Has he just beaten Tanahashi? Oh, he came so close. So close indeed for Cesaro, but not close enough. But how much more is left in Tanahashi for Cesaro to finish off? Running uppercut again. Tanahashi down, middle of the ring. And for the first time in a long time, the Cesaro swing comes out to play. Round and round we go. Where will we stop? Only Cesaro knows. Dumping Tanahashi. Take a look at the strength. Lugging him around. Tanahashi could be done for. Cesaro could be about to beat the ace. Will he go for the cover off of it? Will he might think about the neutralizer? He goes into the cover. 1, 2, no! Took too long. Took a fraction too long, and he paid for it. But Tanahashi is still in trouble, perched up on that top rope. Not looking good for him here. Oh my God. Oh my goodness! Is Tanahashi done for? Taken onto the apron. No! Tanahashi fights back. What? Look at that! I don't think I've ever seen Tanahashi break that one out. Used the rope to kick him up to the top rope. And then came in with a missile drop kick. Springboard drop kick. And an incredible one at that from Tanahashi. And all of a sudden, Cesaro's in deep trouble now. That drop kick looks to have rocked him. Superplex will floor him. And he's in the perfect position. How I've missed calling this. High fly flow. Welcome back, Hiroshi Tanahashi. The ace victorious in his return, but it was not an easy bout. Cesaro gave him everything, but that drop kick led to the high fly flow. And in his return, Tanahashi wins. Wait! Oh my God! Hopping over the barricade with a steel chair, no way! Andrade Cien. Alien along with a chair. Oh, to Tanahashi. Oh, just... The ace never saw it coming. Andrade from behind. And now on Tanahashi. Hammerlock DDT. Andrade assaulting the ace.